greatest player ever is going to be coronated over at Brooklyn in 2022. The greatest footballer ever is winning the World Cup final in 2022. Get the fuck out of here, Ronaldo, you stupid deluded dickhead. Why the fuck did you leave the stadium, you fucking asshole? Lionel Messi would never do that bullshit that you did. Lionel Messi would be there for his teammates because Messi is a one-life path. He's a real, natural-born leader. Lionel the Messiah is the greatest. You can never touch him because you're an insecure dickhead. How dare you leave the stadium, you deluded prick? That's what you are, Cristiano Ronaldo. You're only all about yourself. Lionel Messi would be more of a Juventus player than you ever would be because Lionel Messi is a team player. This guy can do more than you can. It's time to get over it. You would be the greatest ever if you would act with more humility. Get the fuck out of here with leaving the stadium. I know you're going to score clutch goals for my team and whatnot. I know Juventus are going to do well, but that doesn't stop you from being a deluded dickhead. So shots aside, it is all about Lionel Messi, the greatest of all time. The World Cup that's beginning on the 21st day of November. A date-month sequence of 32. This World Cup is all about the greatest, which is Lionel Messi. It's Leo that equals 32. It's greatest that equals 32. Messi is going to defeat Brazil in the World Cup final. It is Leo, it is Brazil that equals 32 to reveal my World Cup final prediction videos in which I've talked about the greatest goal ever, the most legendary free kick that we've ever witnessed in the World Cup final in the 87th minute. Lionel Messi is going to shatter Brazil's dreams with the legendary free kick of our lifetimes. It is Brazil that equals 68. It is, in Spanish gematria, the greatest football player. El mejor futbolista equals 68. Yeah, people consider it to be Pele, but the greatest footballer is going to defeat Brazil in the World Cup final. It is the greatest of all time, El mejor de todos, in Spanish gematria, that equals the gematria of Brasil. Brasil equals 61. Argentina's last World Cup victory, the 1986 World Cup. Pope Francis, the first Jesuit Pope from Argentina, is going to be 86 years old. His birthday is going to occur the day before the World Cup final. Argentina are winning for the first time since 1986. It is going to happen. The first Jesuit Pope from Argentina, Jorge Bergoglio. The greatest of all time, Lionel Messi, is going to win Argentina's first World Cup since 1986, right after Pope Francis' 86th birthday. This is what I've talked about. It's Messi the GOAT. It's the Arabic spelling of Qatar that equals 51. Yes, the Messiah returns to the Middle East. This is why the World Cup is in the Middle East. It's because it's all about Lionel Messi, Messiah. The Messiah returns in the Middle East, born over at Jerusalem. As I've talked about before, the greatest player ever is what the Messi prophecy is all about. The legendary free kick. Not only is it the Messi prophecy that equals 204 and 57, but Argentina are not going to be winning any Copa Americas. Can Messi win the final? That is the Messi prophecy, the greatest ever. Can he win the big one after all of this time that has passed? It is the city of Doha. In Spanish, in English gematria, that equals the same gematria of prophecy. The Messi prophecy is decoded. La profecía equals 104 and 59. The prophecy over at the state of Qatar until the end. Fino alla fine equals 104.59. Messi is part Italian, part Spanish. This phrase applies. Buffon never gave up winning the Champions League with Juventus. Same with Leo Messi in Argentina. He will never give up, and he can tell his haters to suck it. Not only does the greatest player ever equal 222 and 87, greatest player of football equals 222 and 87. In gematria, it is greatest, mayor. In Spanish gematria, mayor is greatest. Mayor equals 72. The date numerology of the World Cup final, December the 18th of 2022, is a date numerology of 72. The greatest date numerology of 72. That's what the World Cup final is all about. The greatest footballer ever, Lionel Messi. 177 days from Lionel Messi's birthday to the day of the World Cup final. The beast is gonna rise. The mark of the beast equals 177. Lionel Messi, you have been marked, my man. You are going to become the greatest player ever on that day from your birthday. Argentina has 144 points all time in the World Cup table. Do you believe in Lionel Messiah, the Messiah? Lionel, the Messiah, do you believe in Lionel Messi? I have the exact phrase in my gematria calculator. It's a phrase having to do with, do you believe in Lionel Messiah? Check out the playlist, because I have it. You think about Messi and Messiah, right? Completely coded name, Lionel Messi, right? Cuccaccini is his real name. He happens to be named Messi after birth. His career is truly scripted, ladies and gentlemen. And it's going to be no different for this World Cup. 26 days later from November the 2nd, the start of the World Cup. Well, let's see, that is the 21st day of November. Let me go back there. That's 27 days from November the 21st to December the 18th. Once again, it's Mayo. Mayo. That equals 27. The greatest. This is what this World Cup is all about. Lionel Messi, the greatest footballer, the most greatest footballer we've ever seen. I wish Ronaldo had this humility. I wish Ronaldo would not leave the stadium and whatnot. I wish he would celebrate more with his teammates and they score goals like Messi does. Ain't none of this crap. That's not what Juventus is all about. But hey, Ronaldo wins the Champions League, then yes. All for that. But ain't none of this crap. That's why you can't touch Lionel Messi when you act that way, Cristiano. Show some humility, man. But this World Cup is all about Lionel Messi, as great as you are, Cristiano.